Hello, third graders. It's Miss Marla for lesson 16.3. And I'll be honest, there's a lot of reasons that I'm sad that we're doing online learning instead of in the classroom, because topic 16 is one of my favorites because it's personal financial literacy, which is real world math, like spending money and all that. And today it's on using credit. And that is one of the ways people can really get themselves into trouble. I don't know, you're young, I don't know if you ever heard the saying, how people live beyond their means, or they spend more than they make. And it's by buying too much stuff on credit. That's how people get into trouble. Because like your parents may have credit cards, they may have debit cards, and on credit cards, like if you don't pay it off at the end of the month, then you have to pay interest. Whereas a debit card, it just takes it out of your account. So be sure and ask your parents about their credit cards or debit cards, and like when you see them go to the store, say, hey, are you using debit card or credit card? And say, hey, do you pay it off at the end of the month? Because and like right now with all this stuff going on and people losing their jobs, it's not good. So anyway, I love teaching the personal financial literacy, and I'm so sad that I don't get to teach you guys face to face. But anyway, number one on 16.3. So you can buy a lawnmower, you can pay cash for $266, or you can make 4 payments of $72 each. So the first question is, what is the total cost on credit? So if we've got 4 payments of $72, what are we going to do with that 72 and 4, since we have 4 groups of 72? Here we go. We're going to multiply. So starting in the ones column, I bet you all know 4 times 2 is, it's 8. And then 7 times 4, 28. You got it. All right, $288. So then the next question says, how much interest if it's bought on credit? So what we have to do is we have to look at this credit price of $288, and we look at the cash price of $266. Now, how are we going to find out how much more you would pay credit as opposed to paying cash? What do you think we would do? Yep, we would subtract. And remember, when you subtract, you always have to put the bigger number on top. We always start in the ones place. So 8 minus 6 is, 2. Again, 8 minus 6, 2. And then 2 minus 2 is just 0. Put our dollar sign. So it'd be $22 in interest. So if you paid cash for the lawnmower, you would save $22 as opposed to making 4 payments of 72. All right. So then on number 2, it says you got a guitar for $80 per month plus $7 interest per month. What's the total amount paid? Oh, and it was for 6 months. All right. Now, when I was reading this question, the way it's worded kind of interesting. So, Rosita bought a guitar on credit. For 6 months, she paid back $80 plus $7 interest per month. What is the total amount Rosita paid? Now, I don't really like the way this question is worded because it's kind of confusing. Is it saying $80 per month, just that's it, plus $7 per month for 6 months? So like 7 times 6 is 42, plus the 80. Or is it saying like the 80 plus 7 per month for 6 months? So, I don't really like the way this question is worded. So, I'll be honest, I don't know how much guitars cost. So we're gonna do the more expensive route. So we're gonna say that it was $80 per month plus $7 per month. So, it would be how much per month? Add it up to get 87 per month, and then pay that for 6 months. So we've got 6 sets of 87. So we would do what? Multiply. So 6 times 7 is, good, 42. Put down the 2, carry the 4. 6 times 8, 48. Plus 4, yep, 52. Yeah. All right, so $522 is the total with interest, okay? Now again, like I said, I don't really like the way that question was worded because I can see how people could interpret it either way. And so some people might do that problem where they would do 80 times, well, let's see, like just 7 times 6 is 42, and then add 80 plus 42. So again, kind of tricky. All right, and then on number 3, it says, why would somebody be willing to pay $3 interest to buy the e-reader? Well, and even without looking back at the video or whatever, when people buy stuff on credit, they do that because they don't have the money up front. They can make, you know, these easy payments of so much per month as opposed to paying the one lump sum at one time. And so why would somebody be willing to pay $11 interest for the e-reader? E-reader because they don't have the money up front. Okay, and like I said, buying stuff on credit, you just have to be careful because you can really get yourself into trouble and get into credit card debt and have to pay a lot of interest because credit cards, especially, you have to pay a lot of interest if you don't pay your credit card off at the end of the month. So anyway, so this was 16.3, using credit, real life math. Be sure and talk to your parents about using credit and find out maybe some of the things they have bought on credit. Most people buy their house on credit, their cars on credit, they get a loan, you pay back interest. Those are common, but credit card debt is what really gets people into trouble. So we want to be careful. See you next time. Bye-bye.